All right, howdy, folks. Today we're going to do a little continuation of this IPF saga. I think there are going to be many parts to this. This is going to be bigger than the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know, it's not a trilogy. It's not four or five. It's going to be a lot because we got a lot of information to work with, and it's all true. We have hard evidence. So yeah, don't even think about suing me for slander. You know who I'm talking to because this is all real stuff. So let's start again with just the document that IPF Korea sent to us. At the beginning of this document, it's all in Korean, but I'll kind of translate it for you. It basically says that 2021 November, IPF decided to kick USAPL out of IPF because it does not comply with WADA drug testing standards. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong page here, huh? Sorry, that was the first page. And then the second page shows this, like the actual clip from IPF directly in English, which says basically what I just said. And if you can see right there, it says non-compliance with the WADA code. And these are the two pages that preface the third one where IPF Korea states that traintrue, in parentheses, is the same as USAPL, and therefore both are kind of banned. So USAPL, which is understandable, but traintrue is also banned. So the reason we're doing today's video is, all right, let's talk about drug testing then, because it seems like the two pages in front are the reasons for the third page, because why did they put them there then? So if we're getting kicked out in some sort of relation to drug testing, let's just go over facts. I'm not even going to give my opinion. Let's just see how much drug testing IPF Korea does. All right, so I'm going to open a web page. Give me a second. Let's see here. Here. All right, this web page is the official web page of IPF. It's publicly available. You can Google it. I'll put the link in the description. And it shows the archives for national doping reports. It actually means international, but anyway. As you can see, it goes from 2008 all the way to 2019. I do not know why 2020 forward aren't there. Maybe it's related to COVID. Could be. I don't know. It's just not updated. So anyway, let's look at it. And I'm not going to waste your time. I opened it up in every single tab. We got 2012. That's the first year Korea appears. I don't know why. I don't know if that is the first year Korea IPF existed. I don't think it is, but anyway. Next year, 2012, and then 2014. Anyway, Korea's not there. 2015, Korea's not there. So what I'm trying to say is not there, meaning there are zero drug tests performed in these years. It doesn't mean Korea wasn't a part of IPF. There are no drug tests. Okay? Then let's fast forward. So 2016, same. 2017, 16, 17 here, a little different. So if you look closely, it says 5 drug tests performed. If you look at the thing over here, total number of urine tests, men, woman, in meat, out of meat, positive, etc. Right? So if you go down to Korea again, yep, sorry, over here. So 5 males. No females, so 5 total people were drug tested in 2017. I'm going to ask my coach because he knows better. What's happening here?
제가 정확하게는 이때는 군대에 복무하고 있어서 정확히 어떻게 했거나 뭐 어떤 방식으로 진행됐는지는 그냥 전해드린 거라서 정확하지 않으니까 그건 제외하고 이 5번의 도핑 테스트를 했어요. 했던 이유는 이제 아시아 대회를 나가려면 국내에서 도핑 테스트를 통과한 사람들만 나올 수 있다라고 얘기를 해서 국내에서 어떤 방식으로 어떻게 하는지는 모르겠지만 일단 5번의 도핑 테스트를 한 거 맞습니다.
And these were performed in Korea.
네, 한국에서 5번의 도핑 테스트를 했어요.
Okay.
이때는 확실하게.
Because if you go to the right, it actually says, if you look over here, Seoul, Korea, it says a laboratory, and it says only WADA accredited laboratories. So that means there's actually something called KADA, the Korean version of WADA, So I guess they probably did it. I don't know for sure because I wasn't there. But at least based on this, it seems like the capability of drug testing powerlifting athletes in Korea, it seems like it exists. 방법 is there. Maybe.
뭐 어떻게 했는지 모르겠지만
Yeah, we don't know
일단
how, but
5번은 했어요.
at least 5 people
그러니까
were
여기에
tested.
나와 있는 이게 5번은 했다는 게 거짓말이 아닌 거죠.
Yeah.
무조건 하긴 했습니다. 5번.
Okay. Let's keep that in mind. And then we go to 2018, 2019. Sorry, it's hard to see the years, but same pattern otherwise. 0, 0, 0, 0. Every single year except for 2017, we had 5 tests. So at least according to official records, unless there's a record I'm not aware of that's not public, only 5 drug tests have ever been performed on IPF Korea athletes since the beginning of time. Okay? No opinion, that's just a fact, right? Okay, let's move on. Let's look at USAPL. Now, yeah, of course I'm biased because I'm the state chair of USAPL Korea, but I'm going to keep this to facts, nothing else. Okay? Just as IPF has a public record, so does USAPL. In fact, it's much more detailed. And I just put Korea into the search box for 2022. USAPL Korea first meet ever was August of 2022. So Korea Summer Classic, you see 6 athletes were drug tested. IMT means in meet test, meaning right after they completed their 3rd deadlift, they got drug tested. And WADA means it was according to WADA standards, not necessarily a WADA accredited laboratory. And then if you go down, you can see down here you see all the athletes tested for the winter showdown. If you're curious, where does this number come from? We are required to minimum test 10% of all competing athletes at any given meet, but round up. So if we have 55 lifters, I think we had around that for the summer, you have to do 6 drug tests. That's why we had 6. At the winter showdown, I think we had like 89, so we're just at the cutoff, but we rounded up to 9. And names are there too. This is all public information. I don't think I have to blur this out because they all pass. There's nothing bad here. It's all good stuff. And I also want to add, there's something called OMT. OMT means out of meet test, meaning I can just show up. Doesn't have to be me. It could be any USAPL drug testing officer. You can just show up at your workplace, your home, whatever, according to a schedule that you submitted, and we can just test you without any warning. And you have to do it. If you refuse, you're basically banned for a certain amount of time. That's it. Have we done that in Korea? Yes, twice. Okay. In fact, USAPL Korea was the first international out-of-meet drug test in all of USAPL ever. You can probably assume who got drug tested twice because he's strong as hell. And yes, he passed both times. So that guy has been tested like 4 times in like less than a year, maybe more. Yeah, 4 times drug tested, okay? Just facts, right? Not my opinion. How much does this cost? Now, I do know this information, so I can say it. I don't know how much IPF is spending or charging per drug test, but I know for USAPL because it's right here. So last year in 2022, I held 2 meets at traintrue. Again, traintrue just hosts it. It's not the same thing as USAPL. Each drug test, I have to, or whoever holds the meet has to pay this much money. $80, but they add a little bit of a processing fee. $85 US. Okay, what is that like? 10만 원, maybe? Yeah, right? I did 15 last year. So I had to spend this much money. And by saying I spent, sorry, it's maybe misinterpretation. Money I collected from meet fees. That money went toward paying this. Okay. I don't know. It's up to you to decide if that's expensive or not. I'm just gonna say that's $1,300 about. More than 150, 160 probably. And that's just 2 meets. Out of meet tests I didn't have to pay for. That is handled by headquarters. But meets, we handle it depending on whoever's hosting the gym. Whatever gym is hosting. And think of it this way, upcoming meet for us in March. is going to have like 120 lifters. So that's going to be like a minimum of 12 drug tests. You do the math. Well, you don't have to do the math. I'm bad at it. There you go. Meet after that is going to have around 70 to 80 lifters. So another 8 there. You do the math. So I'm just trying to show, where does your money go if you compete in USAPL? Well, some of it goes toward drug testing and, of course, the expenses of holding the meet. I can personally say myself, this is not a lie, I can show you all the numbers if you want. I have not made even one penny, they would say in America, of profit off of the 2 meets I've held so far, because I put all the money back into the production of the meets themselves, equipment, lighting, cameras. So yes, I do own the cameras now, so there's something I gain, but I'm using them for the sake of improving the competitions and ensuring that drug testing is legitimate. So again, I don't know if that was my opinion or not, that's a fact, but I will just ask a question to the viewers. In 2017, Korea did 5 drug tests, right? It seems they're capable. Why did they not drug test in other years if they're capable? And where does the money go from meet registrations if it doesn't go toward drug testing? Just a question. That's it. So I think that is the entire point of today's video, showing that if IPF Korea is going to preface their statement against us banning traintrue, and it's somehow related to drug testing, what about this? I'm not very good at math. I'm not a typical Korean, but I don't know. Does it add up for you? I can't say. That's all. Peace.